Our next speaker is Allan Edge. There, I don't know
Thanks very much indeed, Eugene and Julie and all of Not Lying Network, and fair play to you for organising this and for your continued engagement with local democracy. It's a really, really important function that you perform, and in fairness for inviting all the candidates, I think it's so important. It's actually great for us to have an opportunity to meet, in a neutral territory, shall we say. So I was elected in 2019 to represent Fairhouse Board and Brina, so obviously we represent half of Knockline, this side of the old Knockline Road, give or take a few bits and pieces for ease of reference. And I was extremely honoured to be elected Mayor last year, and it's, I have to say, been one of the greatest honours of my professional life. Prior to that I was a barrister, and I suppose the relevance of that in terms of the job I'm now doing is really about advocating for people, advocating for you, the people of Fairhouse Board and Brina, but also advocating for causes that I really believe in. And although I'm here as a local councillor rather than as mayor, I want to just mention a couple of things. You maybe have received over the past few days a fact versus fiction leaflet concerning asylum seekers, those seeking international protection, because I'm very concerned that what we're seeing at present is the victimisation and the demonisation of some of the most marginalised people in our society. So what I'm urging people to do is to look at the facts, to not succumb to the disinformation that's doing the rounds. And I'm also, I have put together a mayor's charter. As of today, I think we have about 65 groups signed up, and it's really putting out to you, to community groups, because you have a reach and you have a leadership that's really, really important. Just to send a message that seeking asylum is it's a fundamental human right. It's a question of human dignity. And it's a right that we all have and that we all need. So that's I suppose the more global issues. In terms of what I've been doing as a councillor, well, I've been very, very involved with the Stepping Stones Forest. It's probably the thing I'm proudest of. The credit belongs to a man called John Kybert, but John and myself discussed the ideas, and I've got this idea about planting a load of trees, and we had a chat about it. So I put down a motion which was unanimously agreed, I'm happy to say, with a target of 25,000 trees planted this term. Now at last count I think we're at 16,000, but we will certainly have the preparation done. I think that will enable us to meet that target soon into the new term. Suffice to say that we are going to redouble our efforts following unfortunate events in Dodder Valley Park, and I'm not going to dwell on those because actually there's so much good news and I want to focus on the good news. So that's something that I'm very, very passionate about, not just because of the aspects of sustainability in the environment, but also the extent to which it is a partnership, a community partnership. We've had fantastic volunteers from all walks coming together. We've had a number of people from City West in international protection who've been out there planting trees, thousands upon thousands of trees, but also linking in with the more established community groups, with the Tidy Towns groups and the Dodder Action groups and so on. And it is a fantastic way for people to integrate and come together. So I think partnership and community engagement is fundamental. Partnership across the board. One of the things that I spend a lot of my time doing, particularly in the Knockline area of late, is helping people to engage with social credits. Trying to find ways that they can improve their area themselves with support from the council, and just helping be the conduit through which they can find the resources that they need. And it's that sort of partnership which I think is really, really important in local democracy, and partnership with my fellow councillors as well. I think there's probably a misconception that we spend all our time at meetings knocking lumps out of each other, and in fact we don't. We may have fundamental differences in terms of policy, but the reality is we all get along quite well together, and I think we are all driven by a sincere desire to do the best for our community. And I'm happy to say that we've worked together very successfully. Just taking a couple of examples in the County Development Plan, some of the matters which were agreed unanimously were, in a Knockline context, more amenities, because we're very aware that Knockline actually, for an area that's got a lot going for it, does have a serious lack of amenities. And just to point to a couple of things, there is in the County Development Plan a commitment to a leisure facility in Knockline and also a library. Now, my aim in terms of the next term, should you decide to reinstate me in my job on the 7th of June, will be to turn those aspirations into a reality. But I suppose what I would say finally is that I really look forward to working for you, but also working alongside you. So I hope that come the 7th of June, you will give me another shot, and I look forward very much to representing you.